Well, start of another day. Yesterday I left off with just first two boards down, and I got all my temporary wires to run the well and stuff like that. So I got to drill some holes, pre-planned holes in the walls where future proper wiring will run. Get these out of the way because they just drop through the joists, and now I want to sheathe that. I'm gonna move that stuff around and then start running out the flooring and see how far I can get. I want to have all this flooring down today. If I can't do that, you'll find a video of me smacking myself around because it's silly if I can't get all this floor down. Except I won't tie in this area here because I got to replace this part of the sill, because this will be the next section of sill I'm replacing. So obviously I'll leave a couple of boards staggered back just like I did over there so they can tie in afterwards. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's hope for a very smooth day. Hope you guys have a smooth day too. One more thing done. That piece of plywood that was under the wall where the roof was leaking, that got saturated. I got that extracted out of there. And thanks to this blade that I bought yesterday. Check that blade out. Look at how thin that thing gets. And one nice claw at the end to dig in. I was able to get right under the board and could bring it down to the sill and whatnot. It was a bit of a pain getting it to start, but it cut it in, and that piece is all replaced now. No more black junky wood. Well, the outside of it looks black right now because it's the end of one of these boards, so it's got the black paint on it. But yeah, so that's done. My hokey electrical for the well pump and stuff is moved out of the way, and obviously I pulled the boards off the outside of the wall. When we threw those on, we were literally wrapping up the end of the night. I put 4 screws in each one. Those hadn't been nailed, and I'm glad I didn't nail them because popping them off made that thing wicked easy to deal with. So yeah, I won't put those back on until I'm done with the floor. That's a nice breeze. It's muggy today, so I'll take that as a win. I'm gonna make a sandwich and get back at it. sorry about the boring detail cleanup, but everything was piling up, and where I had a full sheet and a half sheet in there, just as temporary floor, because I want everything to key in, I had to get those sheets out to be able to continue on building the floor. So it took a few minutes, put all that semi-organized, a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit better. And then should have done it forever ago, but the extension cord, I threw it up over the rafters and back down. That thing's been dragging across the floor this whole time. It's been miserable. So yeah, upgrade. Power line just dropping down over there. Custom. But yeah, that's the full sheet I just cut loose, and that's the half sheet. And basically this one, I gotta cut this one a little shorter. I'm gonna use it here, and that one I'm gonna cut for there. So now back to putting some flooring down. And then hopefully once I get over here further, I'm gonna start letting that down, and hopefully the roof stays where it's at. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And funny song came on that I haven't heard before, High on the Biting List. I'll put a screenshot of the artist, I think. But pretty funny. You should listen to it. All right, so let's talk about a good wrap up to a day. I have a complete floor. Would you look at this? Byproduct also was Holly came by with Timber, the puppy, and ran him out back to run his energy out, and he hung out. He actually came in here a little bit and hung out, and always good to have puppy time. Love dogs. But anyway, check it out. So all these pieces here were just sitting there. There one screw in them. Those are officially nailed down. All these are nailed down all the way over to here. This one here is not, and these cobbled together pieces are not, because I still need to replace this sill. So these will come out while I'm working here, and then once that's all done and I can tie everything together, then I can start putting all these last couple of boards in. But this is all done. you look at that. And the jacking supports I made, those are off the wall. That wall's down. And this wall is down on the foundation now. This one was still hanging yesterday. So that's down on the ground. Like I said, I moved all my temporary hokey wiring and got that out of the way. Replaced that board under the wall there and got that all cut in. And I had actually taken those boards off and just clipped those back on for now. And cleared everything up. All the disgusting mess of everything going on. All the lumber's organized, floor's done. And like, look at this. It's satisfying. Look at all this room for activity. Like, so much room for activity and supplies. So now, look at all this room. Like, this can be my lumber room now. Look, I got a lumber room. But seriously, this is incredibly satisfying. That it shouldn't have taken me this long, but at least it was pretty much down to the wire for a week, from ripping up the floor to all the floor joists, that cross member, the front sill, the side sill, that separate board there, all the subflooring, tying in all the subflooring in over here, and a bunch of cleanup and all that. That is satisfying. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys watching and comments and stuff and whatnot like that, and whatnot. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I don't know. Maybe I'll run off tomorrow and not work, but most likely I'll be here loading the dumpster. But let's see what happens. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and thanks again. You guys are awesome.